Right then, on to step three. Let me just move my mic out of the way there. What do landlords actually want to see from you? What do they actually want to read online? What answers to their questions do they want to see? What questions do they have? And really, what gets their eyes on your business as a letting agent who wants to attract more landlords? Again, we're going to jump into the laptop and we're going to go over a few things that you can do in terms of content you should put out there that they actually want to see and actually engage with, because there's a lot of boring stuff out there on social media where their attention span isn't all that long. It's about 10 to 15 seconds maximum, right? Maybe just a couple of seconds. You don't want it to be boring. So let's jump into the laptop and go over what those things are. So what do landlords actually want to see from a letting agent? So local rental market information. They have a property in the local area. They care about what the local rental market is doing, how it's performing, and how this could affect their asset specifically, okay? That's always going to be number one, all right? The local area where they have their property and how it could affect their property price and their rental income, all right? That's what they want to hear from you about everything else that will get their attention, all right? Second thing, other deals on or off market, whether they're in the market for another property or not. They've bought a property. What I've found to convert really, really well and get a lot of really low cost leads from landlords and investors, people that own properties, and could potentially use your services later down the line. Something that gets them in like nothing else is to say, these are the best property investment deals on the market in this local area, this specific area where you also own a property. Okay, nothing else gets their attention like that and gets them to sign up and stuff like that, right? Other properties with. And this is the thing, you may not be an estate agent with properties to sell. It's just a case of taking a look at them on Rightmove and basically just finding which ones you think are the best investments and why, and what you think the numbers would be that stack up into that deal. That's genuinely what people want to see. How many of these people do you think are on Rightmove every single week, looking at properties similar to the one that they own, just out of curiosity, maybe a future thing that they might get again with when they have the money to, or because they're actively in the market to add to their portfolio? All the time. I promise you. Landlords, it's like an addiction. Once they get a property, they see the cash flow, they want another one, another one, another one. And that's basically the case. That's what happens there. This is what they want to see. Also, content to help break down all those complex regulations. Remember, we just said about the hundreds of pages of regulations, the Renters Reform Bill that's just come out. All this stuff has got, I went through the 86-page document for the Renters Reform Bill, right? There was so much stuff in there. It almost made my eyes bleed. It was so boring. I'm not even a landlord. I don't need to know this information, right? It was so boring. There was so much jargon. Landlords do not care to go down that stuff, but they know they need to know the information in there, right? So break this stuff down very simply to them. What are the main points? What are the main things they need to know? What are the main things that could possibly affect the way they let their property and the way they manage their asset? And of course, the cash that comes from that, right? Just break it down very, very easily in simple videos, kind of like this one almost, right? You could do a similar thing like this with the Renters Reform Bill and what they need to know. It could be Renters Reform Bill, what Sheffield landlords need to know, what South West London landlords need to know, what Peterborough landlords need to know about the Renters Reform Bill, all right? That's how you're going to get their eyes on you, because this is the stuff, it's the top three things that they want to see right now and they want answers and information around.